Hello everybody. Today I'm going to explain you valency, and before we start we need to define what valency is. Valency represents number of the electrons that atom possesses in its outer shell, and the vast majority elements in the periodic table of the elements uh, have more valency numbers, so uh, they do not always have the same valency number. But in order to calculate valency number of any given element within its compound, first you need to know, or I would rather say the easiest way to do that is by knowing valency number of the elements that always have the same valency number, or at least in vast majority of its compounds. And first I'm going to explain you uh, which elements are those elements. So first group of periodic table of the elements, also known as alkaline metals, PTOE stands for periodic table of the elements, always have valency number 1. Second group, periodic table of the elements, known also as alkaline earth metals, always are with valency number 2. 17th group, periodic table of the elements, known as halogens, valency number 1. Hydrogen, valency number 1. Oxygen, 2. And aluminium with a valency number 3. Now I'm going to show you how to determine compounds formula by knowing valency number of the elements consisted in that compound. For example, if you want to write down the formula of sodium oxide, first write valency number of sodium and hydrogen, and knowing their least common denominator, you get the formula. You get the formula Na2O. So you divide number 2 with the valency number of sodium and you get 2. Dividing the least common denominator with the valency number of oxygen, you get formula of sodium oxide. The same applies with the formula of magnesium oxide here. So magnesium valency number is 2, oxygen valency number is 2, which means magnesium oxide has formula MgO. Also, here are presented some non-metal oxides, and for non-metal like sulfur that has more valency numbers. For example, here sulfur has valency number 4, and the formula of sulfur 4 oxide is SO2, and in oxide where sulfur has valency number 6, its formula is SO3. Also, with the same way, you can write down formula of carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide. Also, here I'm going to show you how can you calculate valency number of elements within some compounds consisted of more of 2 elements, like these acids or some salts. For example, in hydrogen chloride, hydrogen has valency number 1, chlorine valency number 1. In nitric acid, hydrogen has valency number 1, and Nitric anion has valency number 1 also. That is why its formula is HNO3, and by knowing a number of hydrogen atoms inside acid, you determine the valency of acid's anion. In this case, since the formula of sulfuric acid is H2SO4, so we have two hydrogen atoms, which means that valency number of sulfuric anion is also 2. And by knowing valency number of acid anions, like chloride anion in this case, or nitrate anion, or sulfuric anion, you can write down also formula of these salts by knowing the valency number of metals consisting in salts. And applying the same way we learned above in calculating or writing down formula of any given compounds. If this video has helped you, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any additional questions, please write down comment below. Thank you very much.